It's time for June's Flash Fiction Draw, hosted by author Kat Gordon. Hello, and welcome to June's Flash Fiction Challenge Draw. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little heavy today. There's been a lot going on this weekend, and 2020 is becoming an extremely challenging year as each month rolls on, but I'm still committed to giving us this mental health respite once a month and continuing on with the Flash Fiction Draw. For those just joining in, this challenge is all about doing a fun and non-competitive writing exercise at the beginning of each month, and we choose the genre and the setting and an object that must appear in the story by drawing cards of different suits. So the spades determine the genre, the hearts the setting, and the diamonds an object that must appear in the story. So a bit of a recap, in January we had a sci-fi that took place in a castle, and there had to be a tea and coffee press in the story. In February we had a gothic romance that took place in a mausoleum, and there had to be goggles in that story. In March, we had a mystery that took place in an open field, and a beard trimmer had to be in that story. In April, we had steampunk that took place in an apothecary, and there had to be a spider in that story. That was probably the best choice there. And in May, we had action adventure that took place at a fandom gathering, and there had to be a silk garment in the story. So, phew! And I just thank all the authors that have been writing along, because it's been lovely to share this fun little exercise with you this year. Okay, so I'm going to start choosing stuff. I have my spades. Spades! See the spades? Whee! And gosh, there's just not many of them left, is there? So yeah, so I'm going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Got to keep my hands up high so you can see. And I'm going to choose the genre now. So what have I got? What's that? 7 of spades. Okay. That is historical fiction. Ooh. I always find historical fiction so fancy. So that's kind of cool. All right. The setting is the hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts. So we're going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle that. Okay, now what did I pick? What that? The Queen of Hearts. And the Queen of Hearts is Parliament Hill or the White House. So, oh my gosh. So historical fiction that takes place on Parliament Hill for you Canadians and for those from Britain and such. And there's not Parliament Hill in Britain. Sorry about that. Anyway, Parliament, okay? So Parliament Hill or the White House is the setting. I'm tired. Okay, and now here's our diamonds. Whee! Okay, so diamonds, diamonds, diamonds is going to be an object that you have to include in the story. Like it's the rules. Okay, now what's this? What that? The king of diamonds. Okay, what is that? An empty pill bottle? Oh gosh, I thought I had something really, really appropriate, and now I don't even know. So, we have, what did I say we had? We had a historical fiction that takes place in Parliament Hill, or the White House, or the government of your choice, and an empty pill bottle has to be included in the story. Have fun. So I chose the stories today. That means next Monday, and I never know ever. I think it's June the 8th is going to be next Monday. Let me just check my calendar because I have problems knowing where time is. I don't know if any of you have been feeling like that lately. Yes, so Monday, June 8th. Let's say between 2 and 3 Eastern Standard Time. No, Eastern daylight saving time, sometime on Monday. Have your stories in and include a link to your story on the comment section of the WordPress post that this video appears in. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward, as always, to your stories. They've really been a highlight of my year. Take care.